the story of my brother. So as you guys know, yesterday I made a video about my grandfather, and I actually just came to the conclusion that this could be a very, very nice series, short little mini series for this channel. I've got a podcast, an actual podcast coming out Saturday with my father. The story about my father is going to be very interesting, and maybe I can also do one when I'm at my brother's house in 2 or 3 weeks. The story of my brother, like actually with him there. But my brother grew up and was born and raised in South Africa, actually in Bloemfontein. I've actually been there once and twice, and from what I can tell you, it is a mess. Bloemfontein. It is. Don't get me wrong. South Africa is a beautiful country. Africa is a beautiful continent in general, but we cannot be denying the fact that there is a lot of poverty, a lot of dangers lurking in there, and it's just dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. You can't deny it. And I've been to South Africa, Bloemfontein. Oh boy, and I did not know what I was expecting, but I didn't expect these sort of things, these crazy surprises of an extreme amount of poverty. And I am talking about extreme poverty in Bloemfontein. Fuck. Junkies everywhere. God, people taking things on the streets. Even got offered a Gucci watch from a homeless person, I'd assume, came up to me. And then I realized, damn, we are massively lucky to not be able to live in this place. And I thank my mom and dad for making the choice of moving to the Netherlands, because I would have not wanted to grow up in that surrounding at all. No way, man. Couldn't imagine growing up in a surrounding like that. It's dangerous and very strange. But I guess if you are... Wait, what? I can see windmills in the back. Am I tripping? Since when were they there? Huh. That must be new then, because they weren't there before, were they? You guys can't see it, but since when were those windmills there? I swear to God, I am not tripping balls. Those are new. What the fuck? Yeah, they are new. Where did they place that then? In the city? Fuck. Anyway, sorry, that's very strange. Yeah, I'm just fucking looking at my room, because I hardly have this window open, you know? And I just look to things in the back twirling around all the time, and what in the actual heck? Wind turbines, the fuck? When did they place this? I swear to God, this is not scripted. There's 2 only, right? Yeah, oh. Nah, that wasn't there. Fuck no, that wasn't there yesterday. And or the day before. This is definitely been places now. Or maybe it's... I don't know. You can't see from there. Anyways, fuck, so I was there, right? And I can tell you that it's not nice. You got some parts of South Africa which is beautiful, but my brother we'll talk about right now. Fuck, the guy is very important to me. He's a real family guy. He's a mama's boy. He isn't the type of guy like me that doesn't really like being surrounded, loves being surrounded by people. And me being able to grow up with my brother was God, that was a fantastic time. The amount of joy, laughter you could have with him, but also serious conversations. When there's someone that you need to have a serious conversation with, you need to call my brother. The guy is the realest as it gets. He is a fucking hard-ass guy when it comes to being confrontational, but he keeps it very, very real and honest. And that's why I can appreciate the most of my brother, is the fact he keeps it real and doesn't fake the stuff. And I still love my brother till this day. You know, some people will call it homo because I give him a kiss. Fuck it, man. That's how me and my brother are. We've got a very good bond with each other. We don't talk a lot on WhatsApp because I'm the type of person who doesn't like... Yo, I'm not tripping. I swear to God, I ain't tripping. They just disappeared. Nah, alright, I am defo tripping. These 2 windmills weren't there in the beginning of this year. Fuck, okay. Anyways, the guy's a real person, and me and my brother have a very good conversation and very good relationship. Always, you know, always nice. We can joke and have a lot of banter in real life, but I'm the type of guy who doesn't really like talking on WhatsApp because I'm just not a big fan of a person. You know, some people enjoy talking on the internet because they feel more comfortable, but I don't need that. With my brother especially, I am comfortable with him 24/7. If I fuck up, he tells me that I did. He said, hey man, you messed up. Accept it, don't be a little pussy about it. I said, for sure, man. Like, he's a very, very nice guy, but he can also be realistic and hard and honest when you need him to be. Because that's what he is, to be fair. But growing up with him was awesome. So, you know, we moved from South Africa to the Netherlands, Rotterdam. So we first actually moved... We first lived in Vlaardingen around. It was a great place from what my mom and dad told me. I can't remember nothing because I moved from Vlaardingen when I was 3-4 years old to Rotterdam, where I live right now. till this day. Maybe I'm fucking, I'm leaving this house in a couple of months. Got my own little place that I bought, purchased recently. But fuck yeah, man. Growing up in this neighborhood is amazing. I cannot say anything negative about it, really. With him growing up here with me, always having nice joke. Went to the beach often. Drink this and that. He went to school, obviously. He had to go to school, but the thing was here, from what he told me, is growing up in South Africa is quite different than actually growing up in Netherlands, because in South Africa he told me they are hard ass people. They don't mess around. They are very tough when it comes to discipline stuff. Netherlands is kind of more loose in general, so he felt very uncomfortable when he got here first, which makes kind of sense. You're a goddamn new person. You've never been outside of the country, which was your country you've been born in, South Africa. So I can only imagine what he must have felt like, obviously going through those phases of being accepted as an individual new kid here. Not just only in in society, but also he's got a different. I wouldn't say different skin color, but you could definitely see the kid wasn't Dutch. Like skin wise, like beauty wise, because he looked like Shrek. I love him, my man, but you look like Shrek. You wish you were the Virgin King. I'm just kidding. But, he had a good friend there. We actually fucking awesome, actually. So he actually used to have a couple of friends in the neighborhood that have all moved on, like different places. I don't know. A lot of them we don't speak because they've got family or they just cut off connection, which is nothing wrong with. But growing up with him, like I said, was very, very nice. A lot of parties, but also a lot of seriousness. When he went to school, he went to school. He still, till this day, is disappointed in himself because he could have been or become bigger. Job wise and payment wise, but he's still comfortable where he is right now. I said, my man, regardless of if you think you've messed up, you still got him here. You've made it. You've got a nice house. You got a nice wife. What else do you really need? He says, well, more money. Well, shit, don't we all want more money? Because he says you can never be too comfortable. We've actually discussed, we've discussed quite often that we want to start our own business up. He wants to do that one day with me, but I don't know if I want to actually do that anymore, because like I said, I want to work and physically do stuff with animals. It's not that I don't or can't, but it's just I don't know if I would have the passion for that. I don't know. I really wouldn't. This video would obviously be much better if this is actually done with my brother, and that's why I'd make this a short video, not too big, because I actually want in the video when I'm with him, because when I'm at my brother's place, we've already discussed and accepted the fact that we're going to record a mukbang, because it's been, I think a year plus already. I'm actually hoping he's going to eat vegetarian food with me. I don't think he actually ever eats vegetarian like meals, like I know, okay, like a cracker and stuff like that. That's vegetarian, vegan stuff. But he loves meat, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm quite curious if he will be wanting to make and eat vegan or vegetarian food in my mukbang that I'm going to record with him. But my brother, man, is an awesome guy. He's a family guy. He's a wonderful dude, and he owes me. I owe him a lot. I've learned a lot from him. Like I've learned so much from that guy, experience-wise. And I think a lot of us can relate that having a brother can be quite important into life. Hate him or love him, having a brother, I think, is a blessing, privilege, really, because I don't know where I'd be without my brother. The amount of things my brother has taught me, has said, don't do these kind of things. I've been there, I messed up, but I learned from my mistake, and I went to the next round. He has taught me so many things that I would have never actually been able to teach myself, because I haven't been through those phases, and he's been through all kind of phases. Women, school, this and that. People, and he's only trying to help me become the person he wants me to become, and that's me, be a good person, which I am. But I'm obviously still quite young. I've only just finished school, got out of school, and he's teaching me all these things, which is very great. He's always been teaching me since a young age. He's always brought me up with all the kids, so that's why I don't really hang around with kids that are like 15, 16, because I first of all feel very uncomfortable because they're younger than me, and they're just not like me. I've got used to and know only to grow up with people that are 15, actually 16, 17, 18, 20, 25, 26, maybe sometimes even 30. So that's what I'm kind of used to and known to. So I don't really feel comfortable being around people that are younger than 16, I suppose. It's what you kind of grew up with. But he loved growing up in South Africa. He still misses it. To be quite fair, I can totally understand why he can miss it. Because it's just that big ass freedom. Because they used to live on a farm, like a fucking massive goddamn farm, my mom and dad. They didn't look, just because you have a farm doesn't mean that you're goddamn rich. A lot of people have that misconception of if you've got a big house, you are wealthy. Not necessarily. You could have inherited it, for like that. All the houses are cheap. You've got to realize, man. Back in the days, houses cost nothing. Fuck, this house right here. Fucking, is a $500,000 house. And some people say that's a lot of money. Yeah, I think it's a lot of money as well for a couple of bricks. Because I already look at a house as a couple of bricks. But here in the Netherlands, you get screwed over for location, fucking how close it is to the city or the outside suburban stuff. People around, it gets based on nothing really, just money. They're greedy here. So in America, this house for us, shit will probably cost $250,000. But here they screw you over with every single thing that they can do. Location-wise, outside of the house, people, blah, 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 blah. They all base it on that and stuff. They don't base it on your income. But most people here in the Netherlands, they pay the house off a month, which is very normal. I think a lot of people in life pay off monthly. Because, shit, who really has $500,000 on their account? Fuck, we don't. And we're not rich. We aren't with any means rich. But we've got it nice and comfortable. But back in the days, it cost nothing living in South Africa back in the days. And the reason is still to this day, because the government's corrupt and the economy's gone down a drain. The rands are worth nothing. I've got no clue how much it is worth, but I can tell you for a fact that it is worth nothing. When I was there, and it still to this day isn't, because they don't have an actual government. They've got a corrupt government. Fortunately, a lot of these countries have corrupt government. And that's why I see a lot of these people that work for the government with expensive Richard Mille watches or Rolex Pateks, and then you see the people starving in hunger. They're like, damn, now I get what they use the money for. They treat themselves before they treat the communities that actually need the help the most. They're selfish. It's one of the bigger reasons why my parents moved to the Netherlands is because of war, politician or stuff. But also just they wanted a big, good future, bright future for us. Because I was playing. Hey, don't get me wrong. My brother wasn't playing, but I'm going to say it regardless, even if it can or may not be true. I actually do believe if it wasn't for my brother to actually out of nowhere unexpectedly plop out, I don't know if my parents would have actually been together for the rest of their life almost, because they've been together for 28, 29, maybe 30 years. I think it was a good thing my brother was unexpected, because I think it kept the relationship together, really, to be fair. I think a lot of us can see that maybe, that if it weren't for you, how would we have known how the parents would have been? Because I'm very lucky to be able to say that my parents are still together, because I've known a lot of kids at school that had parents that were divorced, and I was like, god damn, how am I the only one almost in the class with parents that aren't actually divorced? I had a couple of kids, I had 4 or 5 kids that had divorced parents. I was like, holy shit, man, that is crazy. Fuck, it's crazy. My mom and dad have never vouched, but I've said to them, if you guys ever break up with my little sister, you guys are selfish. I don't care what's going on. You will not break up with each other. Cause you're gonna that's how I see it. But I haven't been through that kind of stuff. I haven't got a relationship with anyone. But I just hope I never go experience that, because I don't want my parents to break up. I don't really want to see my mom and dad with someone else. Cause I don't like that, man. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that, and I wouldn't accept that person at all. No. You ain't coming in my house. You can forget that. You stay at your place, but no, that person ain't coming in my house. You're not my mom or my dad. Oh, fuck. Look about my dad. Look at him. Oh, fuck, I want to show you, but he's at the back. Fuck it, let me show you. Nah, okay, let me not show you. Yeah, my dad is also a different person. Fuck, he's just like me. A lot of you guys tell me that he's just like me, which I see why. He is a bit... Fuck, I know, he just... I think I'm like him almost. We don't hate people, we just don't like being surrounded by people. Because the people here in this neighborhood, they can piss you off sometimes. When you walk outside, they talk to you every time. And it's nothing wrong with, saying hi. But they literally walk towards you to have a conversation when I'm like, can I just walk my dog in peace? Just stop harassing me. It is it's a form of harassment. Every time you walk outside, they have to come towards you and say hi when they cannot just say it from a distance. You know what I mean? People here are wonderful, don't get me wrong, but they can annoy you sometimes. Which is quite a big reason why I am leaving soon. But yeah, man, I really don't know how I would have felt living in South Africa growing up. I think I would have loved it. I actually think I would have been a different person. I don't know. What would have happened if my mom and dad never made the decision of moving to the Netherlands? I've got no clue. And I think it is for the better that my mom and dad left, because they had a they feared that it wouldn't end well in South Africa, and to be quite fair, it didn't, unfortunately. As much as I hate to say it, I thought it was beautiful, the 2-3 places we went to. Fuck, but Bloemfontein time was just, it was scary and very depressing, really, to see all these kids on the streets living in poverty and etc. And then you just see some guy walking out of an ice cream shop in a supposed expensive suit, I'd assume, pulling up in a Ferrari. And you're like, damn, the diversity is crazy with money wise here, man. Fuck, it's chances that you get, growing up and stuff. I know that for a fact. I know how that works. But it's still scary, man. But hey, that's the story of my brother. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess you can kind of say I make these videos every day almost. I'm not going to be making a video every single day, but a lot as I can, obviously, as often as I can, because you guys seem to enjoy this. You guys seem to enjoy these videos, which is really, really nice to know. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow is Friday, so I will not be uploading a video tomorrow. I'm just going to catch a break for tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you guys. I think, fuck no, I don't actually know what day it is today. Isn't it Wednesday today? It's Wednesday. Shit, my bad. Tomorrow is Thursday, so it's Thursday a break. Then Friday you will see a new video on this channel. But thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed it, man. I could maybe do the story of me, explain the full story of me growing up, where I grew up. I could do that. Peace.